drill. Is that all you got?
Let's begin. What up?
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Let's begin.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Tonight's Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by
Silver Connections Group, full digital marketing agency. Improve your social media standings, boost your Google rankings, or get a website for yourself or your business. Contact them today at silverconnectionsmobile.com. Water purification products. Pure water at your fingertips. Fully licensed and insured. Get your product, service, and shop today at waterpurificationproducts.com. My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind: to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh. I am frustrated, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the program. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that wherever you are around the world, you're having an amazing weekend. Let me get things situated here. And I hope that you're ready to have some fun tonight. Welcome to Friday Night Live. I'm DJ Infantry, the big defiant white suit, doing what I do every Friday night here on Infantry Outdoors Live, broadcasting live on 2 platforms so that you don't miss a beat. We are live on YouTube and Facebook Live every Friday night from 10 p.m. to you say when. If you guys got any comments, questions, or concerns about the program, be sure to hit us up at infantryoutdoors.com or check out the website, see what's going on over there. We got a bunch of stuff up there. Check out merchandise, t-shirts, so much more. Hey, and all my winners. Go over and see your pictures up on the website. Going out to, let's start off the chat line. Let's go into the chat line. Going to the chat line. Not going to the trap line. We going to the chat line. All right, big up right trapping. What's up, my brother Kyle? Yeah, bro, I am getting a trapping license. Joy Stewart, going on, Miss Joy. So glad to have joy in my life. Let's see. Who else? Scott Swift. Yep. Make sure I don't miss nobody. So good and glad to have you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Welcome to the Thanksgiving show. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to get inside of the bar and find out what we're drinking tonight. And I want to know the question of the night. Let me put it up. Where's that, Infantry? Boop. There you go. Tonight's question: what are you most thankful for this year? Alright, so that's tonight's question here inside of our Thanksgiving special. Now, I will be with you next Friday as well on Black Friday, but that's after Thanksgiving. So on behalf of my family, we want to reach out to you now and say Happy Thanksgiving and all that good sort of stuff and talk about traditions and all that good sort of stuff tonight so that on Friday we can just have a good time. Now, I originally planned to have one of my community partners on here to talk about them, but scheduling conflicts didn't work out. However, I will be mentioning them in the program tonight. But hold on now, all right. So I got to hit the bar. So with all that said, guys, here's the question up there for to answer. And, let's get inside of the bar and meet my man BC, find out what we're drinking. Welcome to Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up hard. Share us out, guys. Let people know what we're doing. We're having some fun on a Friday night. You know, I got some news tonight, like Infantry is going to be trapping. Watch out. So, hey, let's get into the bar. Get us a drink. Stick and
now, drink of the week with BC's Beer Reviews.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy BC. And here we go again with another episode of Beer of the Week. And you'll never believe what we got this week. When I first heard of this, I thought we were talking about the old SNL skit of Land Shark. No, but that's not the case. We're doing a beer called Land Shark. Who would have thunk it? And, hey, I like to bring my boy DJ up on here to see what's going on with him. What's up, DJ?
what's going on, man? And I kind of have a hand in this because I'm the one that turned them on to this one.
Yeah, because when you first brought it up, man, like I said, I was thinking of the old SNL skit. land shark, but no, it's the beer.
Land shark, do 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 do. Land shark, do 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 do. Land shark.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh well, what did you find out, land shark? And I know I only give you do it, but
Well, I've found out that it's a 4.6 APV, and depending on where you look, it's a 15 IBU, which I couldn't find none of this stuff on their website. This is their website, I mind you. If you your website, man, what is going on with your company?
they don't want you to know. It's a big secret. It's a big secret.
Yeah, it was like you're already out there. How much of a secret is it, really?
Well, you know, what do you really know is inside of a shark's belly? They found people. They found cars. They found license plates. They found tires. Who knows what's in there?
I remember being a kid. That reminds me of that old Jaws game back in the late 80s, man. I had that game. We were actually pulling out car tires, little boats, little the paddles for the boats and whatnot, even life preservers. It's like, dude, they try to commercialize getting traumatized by a shark. Dude, they wonder what Gen X is so jacked up. Come on.
Well, let's see, guys. Now, putting it up through my camera here, it doesn't really do well, but it is a clear amber, or I wouldn't say amber. This is more like yellow. This is definitely on the yellow side of things.
You know, it kind of reminds me of I hate to say run-of-the-mill loggers.
Run-of-the-mill beer.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. You can see right through that big boy. I mean, you can see no problem in this one here. So, I mean, I put this probably up there with Busch, Budweiser, Coors, that sort of thing.
Yep. But now the question is going to be in the taste, because everything says, like you just said, regular or domestic beer. So the only thing left to do, BC, is you got that nice. Look at that head on that glass. Boy, what?
I know.
Raise our glass. I mean,
it's a little bit of head.
It's got
head.
Woo! Boys and girls, gentlemen, raise your glasses at home with us as we salute you, our viewer. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for supporting our channels and all that we do. And thank you for all that you do and being you. Happy Friday to you. May God richly bless you and your families and all that you do. We hope that you have an amazing weekend. And, well, happy everybody on 3. Cheers. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Clink. Here we go, BC. First sip for you. Several thousand of me. Land shark. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, that definitely tastes like your run-of-the-mill beers in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, either adjunct or your session beer, depending on how you want to call it. A good session beer, you can sit there, drink that most of the night, not worry about it, and still chit-chat with your buddy or still get that done. And, you know, this is kind of what this is about. At least it seems, in my humble opinion. And, you know, they make this, the company that makes this is the Margaritaville company.
I was just going to bring that up to you. Fun fact, this beer is made by Jimmy Buffett. That's right. It was created by Jimmy Buffett. It is put on the market I guess you would say a Florida flavored beer would be the right way to put it, or a South Florida flavored beer. Something that you can drink while you're out on the boat, something you can drink on the beach. Again, I don't advise doing that in South Florida, but if you do it responsibly, like my boy says all the time. But it's nice. And again, this, believe it or not, I went to a beer pairing one time. And this, believe it or not, pairs very well with smoked Gouda cheese. So if y'all ever want to try land shark and a little some smoked Gouda cheese, just remember your boy, okay? So,
well, sounds Gouda.
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. BC, how are you enjoying your land shark over there? Because I'm about to ask you the big BC scale of the week. So I need you to get a good drink of that. Let me know how the Florida boy did, and recommend one from Florida.
I gotta admit, like I did on my show earlier, I've got to give this one up. Yep, I still stand by it. An 8.75 on this one.
All right. That's a good recommendation for me. Look at that. I'm gonna have to go up there with you. I would say 8.75 is a good number. This is one you can drink. You can keep drinking. It doesn't give you a kick in the mouth at all.
No, it doesn't.
I was just drinking sweet.
Smooth, clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just drinking sweet tea before this. And, if you change sweet to bitter palate, usually you're able to tell things real quick. This didn't, there was nothing there. It's nice.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy Buffett did a good job on it. I got to give him credit for that.
On my show, it's like, you've got like your Soul beer or your Corona beer. And this kind of reminds me of that, like you're down south. I'm not talking about deep south. When deep south is said, we're talking about America deep south. But when we're talking about down south or like what have you, we're talking like Mexico, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, that type of thing.
They say that, I don't know, I've never been to Mexico, but they're only $1 a beer for Corona in Mexico. That $1 a beer. But the thing with Corona I never liked was the only way I could ever stand to that piss water was you have to put a lime in it, which is good. It changes the flavor, it changes the palate, makes it palatable. However, you go and drink some of those all night long, and that lime juice, the lime is going to start to get to your stomach, and it's not like, it's just something to where like I don't like Corona anymore because of all of that.
It's not friendly.
Okay. Yeah, it's been overdone, and putting the limes. I don't even like Sprite anymore because I don't like the taste of lime.
Now, see, I used to drink Sprite all the time.
No,
and now, like, I don't mind it, but it's like now my go-to pop is Dr. Pepper. So that's a complete contrast. Yeah.
I can gift for you. Okay, a gift from you from my friend Infantry Outdoors here on YouTube.
Okay.
Like Dr. Pepper, go and get you Red Stag is the name of the liquor. Red Stag. Jim Beam Red Stag. And you're going to add that to your Dr. Pepper. And my friend, you have got a drink that was like, I kept buying bottles over and over because it was that good. Dr. Pepper and Red Stag, Jim Beam Red Stag. Give that a try. You'll be happy. You'll
I'm going to have to try that out because I bought a thing last week, a fifth of, was that Double Dark?
Okay.
Well, I forget what it was, who makes it, but oh my God, this Double Dark, it's like, okay, if you ever look at Jim Beam or Jack Daniels bourbon, okay, you'd say that's kind of dark for a bourbon. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. Now you get this Double Dark that I got. That's twice as dark as Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, but it has a proof to it though,
and it has a whole lot.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you got to get used to the higher alcohol content,
right?
But it does have a better taste to it though.
Yes.
And oh my God, I'm enjoying this one, but I got to enjoy this one moderately though. It takes my breath away, man, literally.
Well, that's like me with rum. With rum, I don't touch nothing white unless I'm mixing. If I'm mixing cocktails, I'll use white and I'll use amber or AKA special rum. But when it comes to rum, like what I drink, if it's not aged or dark rum, like dark aged rum, I really won't drink it or want it because I like to take the rum by itself on ice and just drink it that way, no mixing. When you get into your 7-year, 12-year, 15-year,
Now you're getting caramel notes, you're getting sugar notes, you're getting allspice if it's Caribbean rum. You're getting more. Yes, your alcohol, like you said, is higher, but the flavor backs up that like it's nothing you've ever had.
Yeah, it kind of smooths everything out.
Yeah, man. So, all right, BC. So we got great numbers on this week's beer. What are we going to look forward to next week?
I don't know, man. You got any suggestions on that one?
I think we should try one I saw that was interesting. It's called Blue Moon. Blue Moon.
I've heard that beer. I mean, we'll review that beer. Okay, sounds great.
Yeah, man. Should be interesting. And of course, we tell you guys each week, or we try to tell you what's coming up next week. Home can join us in the Drink of the Week here with BC's Beer Review. And if you've got a drink that you like for us to try here on Drink of the Week, write to us at infantryoutdoors.com or hit up BC's Beer Review across all social media platforms. Guys, we want to hear from you. We want your drink suggestions. The holidays are here. What the hell do y'all drink for the holidays? I want to know. Do you drink beer? Do you drink hot toddy? Do you drink cider? Do you drink peppermint schnapps? What do you drink for the holidays? Either comment down below in this or any video, or write to us or let us know, because I'm curious, between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's is coming, y'all know you drink, or you know your auntie drinks. Somebody got a drunk in the family. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got a drunk in the family. Let us know what your drink is, and it does not have to be alcoholic. I'm putting that out there. You can send us a recipe for homemade eggnog, whatever you guys want. I want you guys to be involved as we are in bringing this to you guys. So next week, Blue Moon is going to be the drink for the week. And with that said, Mr. BC, your final thoughts for the week.
Well, like I always say on my show, man, hey, drink responsibly, don't do nothing stupid, and we'll check you out here next time on the next Infantry Outdoors.
That's right, guys. And again, like I said, check BC's channel. It'll be linked right down below at the top of the description, as it is every week here on Infantry Outdoors Live. And with that said, Blue Moon's the drink for next week. Don't forget to hit us up and let us know your family's drink for the holidays. One more time, Mr. BC, let's salute our viewers. Guys, grab your glasses, raise them up high, because this is for you at home. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you guys do. You're amazing. We love you. We appreciate you. And we hope that God richly blesses you and your family and all that you do. I hope that you have an amazing weekend, everybody, and have the happiest of Fridays. On 3, 1, 2, 3, cheers. Clean.
Bye.
This concludes another Drink of the Week with BC Beer Review. Channel link in the description box down below. Please drink responsibly, and now back to the show.
Tonight's Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by
Silver Full Digital Marketing Agency. Improve your social media standings, boost Google rankings, or get a website for yourself or your business. Contact them today at silverconnectionsmobile.com. Water purification products at your fingertips, fully licensed and insured. Get your products, service, and full installation. Shop today at waterpurificationproducts.com. My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind: to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am addicted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a great one. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. Welcome to Friday Night Live here. I am DJ Infantry, the band in a fine white suit, aka Divine Sniper, DJ. Y'all know I got so many names, don't fit on a business card. Hope you're having a great night wherever you are around the world. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope your Friday is just what you want it to be, and I hope you're having a great weekend coming up. Welcome back from the bar. Big shout outs to BC's Beer Review. If you guys want to check out, he'll be linked down in the description box below. So go over and show his some love. You know, we're all working together to try to make a great program for you guys. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, always remember that you can write to me at infantryoutdoors.com. Doesn't matter what it is, or you can drop it in the comments below. So reaching out to Nicholas Green Outdoors. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the program. I've already said hello to everybody else far, so happy Friday to you, my friend. Hope you have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm going to put you, Nicholas, on the spot like I do everyone as they come in. And actually, we're going to start reading off the comments. So if you commented before Coyote and Miss Joy and everybody, you're going to have to do it again. What are you most thankful for this year, for this Thanksgiving? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome back. Sorry I missed you last week, but I was down for the count. I got the flu. Ain't no other way to put it, but I got the flu. I was sick. So missed you though. I didn't want to be in here going, I mean, I still got a little bit in me. See what I mean? It was much worse last week. Anyways, hope you're having a great one. I got all kinds of good news for you guys this week. All right, let's go over here. Joe Morgan, hey buddy, how's it going? Joe Morgan's in the building. I've been seeing your pic on Instagram. They are good. Who, me? Or Nick? Who you talking about there, Coyote? Joe, question of the night going out to you, brothers. What are you most thankful for this year? Happy Thanksgiving to you, by the way, my brother. I'm so glad to have you. You know that, man. Sorry I missed you last week, guys. I was sick, down and out. But did you guys check out this week's video? If you didn't, go over and check it out. I have been getting all kinds of comments that it's one of my best product review videos. And part of it comes from not because I'm trying to, has nothing to do with I'm trying to sell a product. Okay. I want you to understand that. This whole process of that rifle scope came to the reaching out to me, asking if they could try to help in my hunting. And it progressed into, I liked the product so much, they offered me to be an affiliate with them. So now that one leaf rifle scope, I'm now an affiliate working with them. So, but the passion that I had for I've been shooting with my kids like crazy with that thing. I love it. I can sight in my rifle scope, which is unheard of. Big shout out to One Leaf. Go over and check that out, guys. If you do me that solid, if you haven't seen it yet, if it is something that you're interested, bookmark it. I mean, it'll be on that video. It ain't going nowhere. Please consider using my link when you do it. We were going to get commissions from it. It does go back into this program. So my kids don't even get money Infantry Outdoors make. It goes back into making Infantry Outdoors. So it goes right back for you guys. Let's go over to our chat, see what's on. Coyote says, well, let me see. Okay. I'm thankful for being alive after being dead 3 times. Amen, brother. And thank you for your service, brother. Thank you very much. Nicholas Green, I've had well, I can't. I have that flu been leaving me now. Fever, chills, terrible stomach, and a headache. I didn't have the headache part. Yeah, no, what I had was a head cold. It was in my sinuses. It was all in my sinuses. And it was like, people, how much snot do you think you have in your body? Because I gotta wonder the amount of snot, not to sound gross, and don't red flag me, YouTube, but the amount of freaking snot that I have been able to produce to come out of me in the last week was just incredible. Sorry to gross you out, but yeah, I had more of a sinus cold, and it only really hit me for 3-4 days, and I'm done. But I've noticed a pattern now. Every November, I seem to get sick. Even my wife was telling me, she's like, "Yeah, you get sick now." So it seems to be that's the only time of year I get sick, though. I'm good after this. Bum 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 man. Dun, 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 bum, bum. Hey, so yeah, I went to my kid's school and I got a stupid song stuck in my head. The kindergartners put on a show today, and y'all ever heard the "Any turkey can tango, any turkey can dance"? And that's stuck in my damn head. Any turkey can tango if he has the chance. Yeah, now it's stuck in y'all's head too. Happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, so Coyote commented what he's most thankful for. Who else do I got to pick on? Miss Joy, are you still in here? You got to tell me what you're most thankful for this year. And you can't say Scott Swift. I know you're thankful for Scott. What else? Nicholas, what about you, bud? And Joe, what are you most thankful for? Drop it in the comments. So, on the note of what's going on in the world of Infantry Outdoors, I spent a lot of time on the phone with a nice FWC officer. Long story short, your boy can get my trapping license. I'm very excited. Very excited for this. Not only did he tell me where and how and what I can trap, I can go trap it. He even was telling me places I can go hunt. I can take my son hunting. What I can take my son hunting for. What website, where to go specifically on FWC's website to find directly what I'm looking for. So I'm excited, guys. You've heard me talk about hunting in two ways. There's passive hunting and there's aggressive hunting. Aggressive hunting would be example like you're going out and you're going to get the animal. You're going in a deer stand. You're going in a blind. That is passive aggressive hunting as well because you're sitting in a blind. But passive hunting is putting a trap out and come and check it tomorrow. Put a trap out, come and check it tomorrow. Now, I'm going to be leaning on this journey on the help of my fellow YouTubers like Coyote that have offered to help me if I was able to become a trapper, which I'm going to be a trapper, guys. I'm so excited. And to be able to provide for my family through this method of hunting is going to be amazing. And I sent my media rep to the roof with this. So she's like, "Oh, you shouldn't show that." I'm like, "Well, it's part of life here. So we're going to show it." And for those that don't have a taste for that, well, there's other channels out there. I've always started this channel to look out for, I follow the rules of YouTube guidelines and everything. Believe me, 110%. But aside from that, I'm not one of the people that really cater to my audience. Like, I cater to my audience, but I don't make my videos thinking, oh, somebody's going to get pissed at what I'm doing. I'm making my videos because I want to show what I'm doing in the outdoors, my knowledge, my skills, my inspiration, and my passion. That's where it all comes from. So, what kind of traps can you use? I don't know, but I could trap bobcat. I can trap. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I can trap, and you're gonna tell me what I need. I could trap raccoon. I could trap beaver, otter, bobcat, coyote, which I know you're gonna like that one, coyote. And I have 2 zones close to my home in which I can do all of this trapping in. Trapping season starts January 10th. So if anyone here wants to help me, if you want to send me things, if whatever, now is the time to do it because the way the mail is, I'm not going to see that till Christmas probably. So if anybody wants to send me stuff to help me out, traps or scents or ideas or whatever, please, because that's what it's going to be. I reached out to Trapper Jay today, and I'm like, hey, brother, your boy's getting his license. I may get it. And he brought it up in the stream. He's like, yeah, Infantry's going to be trapping in Florida. And immediately the guest on his show was like, oh, they got a lot of bobcat in Florida. So I'm excited. I really am, because you guys have heard me talk about it forever. And for a blind guy, what better way? My wife and I can drop the kids off at school, go out, set a trap line, come home, come back tomorrow, take the kids to school, go back and check the trap line. So it works really well, and it gets me and the wife out in the woods together and start teaching her things, which is another thing that I'm going to be happy about. So I'm excited, man. I really am. So if y'all want to help, let me know. I was helping someone learn to load, unload, handle, and fire their first handgun in preparation for the unrest. If I give a response, it's you got me, Joe. All right, brother. Joe, is everything okay where you are, buddy? If it's okay where you are and you're just being a Boy Scout and being prepared, either way, okay. You've met my friend. If you guys have been here long enough, and when I say my friend, that's the friend that goes everywhere with me, never leaves my side. He's my best friend. And you've seen my friend on the program if you've been here, and you've on the live stream. You guys know that you can't come in my live stream unwelcome. And we'll take care of you. So yeah, I'm all for it, Joe. I just want to make sure you're okay, fam. That's all. I got a couple of foothold traps out for coyote, bobcat, and raccoons. All right, well, here's the thing. Y'all need to tell me, or if you have extras, send me one or two so I know what the freak I'm doing. Or if you know anybody that wants to, any companies that would like to partner on this journey, let me know. You know what I'm saying? This is all new to me. This is a whole new world. Barely no hunting. All right. You guys know I haven't dropped an animal here yet other than iguanas. Iguanas, I can hunt them all day long. But as far as harvestable meat, family meat, things like that, we haven't done that yet. And I really want to do that on this journey with you guys, because we're now going on 8-9 years trying to get a deer, or having a hunting license and not being able to utilize it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want this to be an inspiring journey for anybody that's like me, that wants to try it. People that want to try it need to go out and do it next day, but well, you're not handicapped. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the disabilities that I do. You don't have the abilities that I do. So, the right strapping. I got a couple. Okay, Nicholas. I am thankful for nature. I like that answer, Nicholas Green. Very good answer, buddy. What kind of traps, live traps, or foothold snare? What kind of trap? What kind of traps? Live traps or footholds or snares? All of the above. All of the above. All of the above. Live traps meaning the cages, footholds meaning like dog proofs and things, snap traps and snares as well. Yes, I'm allowed to put out a regular trap line. So here's what I need, Coyote. Here's what I want. Here's what I want to do. Okay. To my trappers. If you watch this in the replay, what do I start with? What do you recommend that I start with for my first trapping season? What animal? Because this is something that I've already learned. We have to target the animal. That will determine the traps. That will determine the trap line. That will determine all of that. So what do you want me to trap first? We have raccoons, we have possum, we have otter, we have nutria rat, we have beaver, we have bobcat, and we have Hold on. We have, what's the other one? The bobcat and the freaking, man, I can't think right now. Coyote. That's it. Coyote. So, what should be my first trap animal? I'm curious to know. Yeah, I'm in Florida, Nick. North Florida. I'm an hour south of Georgia. Do you know what is legal though? As far, yeah, I know all the. Well, hold on. Yes, all of those are legal. All three of those are legal. Live traps. And again, it depends on what I'm trapping. Is going to determine determine what is legal. Yeah, I'm gonna have another one, guys. Happy Friday. Clink. I'm hoping, like I said, to get a hold of Trapper Jay and kind of go on his guidance. I know he was the first one to actually offer or get me excited about trapping. He's like, infantry, you need to try this. So I'm happy to try it. Yeah, I'm in North Florida, my friend. Can't be in South Florida, man. Only trap in South Florida are tourists and iguanas. And I got tired of that, man. So, Coyote, talk to me, bro. What are we doing? Hey, Rattle. I don't see. Oh, Rattle trap fishing. What's up, buddy? Here's my fam. How you doing? Coyote, what are we talking about, bro? What's going to be the first trapping animal? What do you think? What do you suggest? You're a disabled trapper. You do this on the reg. What do you think I should start with? What would be your recommendation? Raccoons in a dog brew, footholds, which will also get me possums and raccoons, from what I understand. Or do I go for the big boys? You know, do I go for a coyote this year or a uh, bobcat? You know, but again, I'm going to need help with you guys because I don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, this is where I'm gonna have to teach you, brother. It's gonna be on a job training live on YouTube. If you're going to use footholds, get small ones first to practice so that when you get your hands caught in it, it won't hurt. 10-4 on that, but I've used traps in the past and I'm not gonna get my hands. If you access the marsh, you would probably have fun starting with Nutra. Yeah, and well, see, there's one place that I believe is a marsh that I can go. Yep. Yeah, footholds. Now, when you say footholds, are we talking about snap traps or are you talking about dog proofs? Which type of footholds? Because both of them are footholds. Because you got like Andrew Flair, they use the dog proofs and they catch all kinds of shit with them things, man. It's pretty damn neat. And that's by what Trapper Jay tells them to get. So, you know, do I get the dog proofs or is that what I get? Or do I get the ones and, you know, the bear trap, the old bear claws? I mean, I want to get the bear claws. Don't get me wrong. I want to work up to that, but let's work our way up to it. Ask your landowner if you can set dog proofs to get raccoons. Okay, I can. I believe I can. Well, I'm going to ask my landowner anyway because we are right now loaded with squirrels. And it's, I believe, December is squirrel season right now. So my son and I have been sitting with these air rifles and just practice. I'm like, dude, we put a crow. It's like, the size of a squirrel, and it's weighted at the bottom, and we put it way out there. I'm like, dude, if you hit the crow, you can hit you can take out a squirrel. So he's been out there trying every day, bam, 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 trying to get, practice on the squirrel. I was like, dude, you don't want to miss, so you got to hit it. You got to hit it right. Otherwise, I'm not going to take you. We're not going to go. You have to be ready. So, foothold dog proof or dog proof. They are not the same. What? Hold on. You just confused the shice out of me. Footholds are foothold dog proof or dog proof. I think you said wrong, bub. Foothold. Kyle, you want to come up? You'll come up and chit chat about trapping with me, bro. You can come up. But here's what I'm gonna say to you. A foothold, by definition, is a device in which the foot is trapped or captured. So, foothold and a dog proof would be the same because it is a foothold. They're not the same device at all, but they're still a foothold. You see what I'm saying? I may only be messing with you now, so just don't get all pissy with me. But yeah, here, Kyle, let me put this link, man. You want to come up? No? Oh, we'll put on you. You don't love me no more? Is that no to come up here? Or like, that's just a stern no. No. I hope it's not like a stern no, you don't want to come up here. Like, I hope I didn't make you mad or anything. Here's the thing, people. I'm one of those people where I hate text. I think it's so stupid that in today's technological world that we can do this. Why do we need to type? Haven't we moved past that? There he is. There's my buddy. He's sitting in the technological world that we can.
There we go.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you, bud. You're fine.
Okay, good. Came up real quick. I thought that was going to take a little bit longer, but a foothold is the kind that comes up bear traps.
Traps, yeah.
And that
Right.
a dog proof is more, it's like a can with a rat trap.
Which is still a foothold. It's kind of like a joke. I wasn't being told like Coyote, don't take me serious and cut my head. But think about it. A foothold, by definition, is a device that holds or traps your foot. So whether it's a snap trap or a put my hand in here and trap, that is a foothold either way, by definition.
I understand what you're saying, but
it don't work that way. I got you. I was
in legality terminologies, like here in Washington, I hold, but I have to put a chit in or a permit in. Military talk came out there, sorry, but a permit in to use a foothold, and that's what I just did the other day. Is I emailed Fish and Wildlife and finally got back to me after several days, and I get this permit. It gives me 30 days to put the footholds out there. Okay. And so, I mean, I got my little, oh man, that was real bright, wasn't it? got the
Yeah, that was a
permit.
limb splinter. That was hey, do you have a trap you can show me
I-
where you are right
I
now?
have trap over here. Let me grab it real quick.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Boy, Kyle, man,
Oh.
the Boy Scout, always prepared. He always got his stuff ready. Guys, if you're just happy Thanksgiving to you, we're basically talking trapping. I'm going to be doing my first ever trapping here in North Florida. And it's on, and it's on the request of fellow YouTubers that I do this. Like Coyote himself has requested this. So I see my local authority and I am able to get a trapping license and what I need to do. So what I need to do now is like, what do I need? Like, send me stuff. What do we need to do? What sense? Like, I need a YouTuber starter kit from all my trapping friends is what I'm trying to put together now. Trapping season for me will start January 10th, and it runs through March something or another. So,
Now this trap here, this trap right here, this is a new rodent type trap.
Back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Back towards you a little bit. There you go. That's a good distance right there. That looks like a rat trap.
Exactly. It's a rodent trap. I could use this on rats or squirrels or stuff, but it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've already put my finger in this thing, and so I'm a little nervous about it. But pull this bar up, and then you have this bar that goes over, and then you have to put the plate in there. And
I'm a little tool, Coyote. Don't they come with a little tool to help you do that?
When I ordered this one, it did not, because it was new coming out and stuff from the company. Now, this one, this is a oh my god, I'm having art here. I'm sorry. I know somebody in the comments. I can't see the comments right now, but
torture device.
Yeah, pretty. You pull it open like that, and then you squeeze these down,
right?
And then you squeeze that one down, and then this kind of opens up a little bit the opposite way,
right?
And this bar will actually go into, and when it's through, it'll
step on the plate, release the trap,
boom, and I've seen arms break at least,
right? Kyle?
Huh?
That's a foothold. What you have in your hand?
This is not a foothold. I'm having a brain fart right now, but you basically put it in a box, or a tunnel area. God, I can't even think of the name of it right now.
What would you trap? Like a beaver?
A beaver,
water type rodent animals.
There's guys they make a box, and then you put it in the box, and then you put the bait at the back of the box, and when they come through the box to get the bait, it's basically hits on their head.
Okay, so it essentially is like my square live traps, because I've got these live traps that are basically a square cage with a pedal in the rear end of it, and the cage opens, the rear end opens up, you throw the food in the front, he walks in, he steps on the plate, and the rear door drops down, except yours squishes him.
This is a kill trap. I've never seen anything survive one of these. But the little wires in the middle.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this back open some. There we go. Those wires right there in the middle, those are the trip wires.
Right.
And this, the dog, and it'll fit into that little groove right here. And when it's whatever goes through here, it. Damn.
Yeah.
The guy that gave this to me.
Do you have a dog trap you can show me?
Well, see, that's the thing is in Washington, they are illegal. And when I first started, I did not know they were illegal. So I went and bought me about a dozen of them. And then Gabriel came over to put tags on my bobcat. And he saw the thing up and he goes, you know, you can't use those. And I'm like, well, I haven't used them. They're not even ready to go. And he goes, well, you need to get rid of them because you can't have them in Washington. So I'm like, okay. So I sold them to somebody out of state real quick, like. And now this is an older one, but it was the first one that came out of the box. This is your foothold. You
snap trap.
You pull this 2 ears down like that, and then these jaws open up, and then when this jaw comes down to here, you can put this latch over, and then I don't know how well you can see that right there, but it basically holds right there, and then when the animal comes and steps on the plate, it'll pop open, and then it snaps. So those people show this, and they don't show it in detail like that. But
I've seen Trapper Jay snap his hand in them things, and like it's no big thing. And not me, man. Have you ever snapped your hand in one of those?
I did once. I will never do that again. My finger swelled up, and it was a week and a half.
Flares did the same thing. He turned bright purple, but for some reason, I don't know if Trapper Jay knows a secret or he just has a spot on it he's immune to. I don't know, dude. That guy can put it in there and bam!
He's got big freaking hands.
Still, bro, still.
If you put his hands up against mine, he's probably this to me.
Yeah, he's probably like the Hulk.
And I had arthritis and carpal tunnel and all this
Trapper
other
Jay
crap.
put his
I'm
hand up,
old.
like,
and yeah, snap. He's just like whatever. That first little rat trap, that thing right on my finger right here, and I could feel the bone crunch, and I almost passed from how bad it hurt so bad. And I was down on the ground trying to decide, all right, am I going to pass out or am I going to throw up? But first off, I got to get this thing off my fucking finger. And it's hard enough to open it up with two hands, but trying to open it up when your finger's stuck in there, oh my God, it was like,
I hear that.
How am I going to do this?
Hey, Kyle, so you never did answer the question. What do you think should be my frigate species so I know what to start and where to start and how to start?
Well, you got property right there. Ask your landowner, look, hey, I'm getting into trapping, and but see, that's where you need to get your rules and regulations. Can you use a foothold? Can you use a snare? Or do you have to use, because in Washington, we have to use live traps.
Okay.
If it does not work, then we can request, okay, look, I've got a beaver that is just going into the live trap, and I use that one trap I showed you, the squared one, or there's other foothold like Trapper J does or something. And then they'll say, yeah, you've shown that you've tried to do everything else and it's not working, so we'll let you advance to the next level. But only people with the nuisance animal, because see, I have a trapper license, but then I have a nuisance animals trapper's license. So nuisance animal, I can trap year round. Trapping season actually just started in Washington last month, this month, whatever it was. It's going right now, but
Okay.
so
I got the rules here in front of me, but so the rules say under Florida regulations for trapping, only live traps and snares, including power snares, are allowed. Use of other types of traps, footholds, body grabbing, or dog-proof raccoon is prohibited except under FWC authorization. Live traps and snares must be checked every 24 hours. So there's my regs for you right there.
basically you can use traps and snares.
Okay, live traps are traps that I currently have, right?
Right. Traps, like trap where the on one end and then put the bait at the when they come in, they hit the plate and it shuts the door on the back.
Gotcha.
And now a snare is
A wire, usually.
yeah, the wire. I've said a couple of them before, but you gotta be good to do a snare. You gotta have a good trail. You gotta know that dog's running right through there once a week at least, and if not more than that. And you got to get in there and you got to set this wire as perfect as
possible. Yeah, I've set them in boy scouts, dude. I've set figure fours, deadfalls, snares, and snares was one of the hardest ones because if you don't get if the wind blows and it can move your snare, anything if you do it's amazing how hard it is to do a snare. So my case will probably be live trapping, right?
Yeah.
So that translates into I catch it live in a trap, and then what? I can shoot it and put it down, or
I use two with a silencer on it.
Okay.
Normally, but it all depends what it is. If it's a freaking rat, really well.
No. Here's the thing: if it's something I don't want, obviously I'm gonna let it go. Something I want, considering I'm going to want it, where would I shoot it? What is the best? I don't want to say this the wrong way or right way, but if you were gonna sell it to somebody or profit, well, what is the best shot to not damage the meat or the hide in the least amount of way? That's the way I'm trying to ask.
Do you want to be able to keep the skull?
Maybe. I want to be able to use as much of the animal as humanly possible. So I want the best shot to not damage, because obviously if I shoot him in the head, I'm gonna blow his freaking head off in most cases. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that.
That's like raccoons, coyotes, bobcats.
Some of the stuff I want to get mounted. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. My 20 pistol with the silencer.
Yeah.
I just walk up and if it's in a live trap, I just have a certain hole that I normally put the gun on, And if somebody's with me, I'm like, "Bend over that way and scare the animal this way." Soon as his head's in that spot, pop, and it's done.
You do the headshot.
And when I catch an animal, my spot to look for is right between the ears.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit forward. I mean, each animal, it's a little bit different, and so you have to judge per animal and all. That's my preferred place. If we want to keep the skull and stuff, there some states will allow lethal injection. Some states, which my state, will allow gassing them, which means I can put it in airproof bag or something, and then hook it up to my truck and start the engine.
Yeah, I've seen that done over the years.
I'm just not that kind of person. If I'm going to do it,
we raised birds when I was a kid. My mom raised birds, and I'm not talking about a few birds. I'm talking about a few hundred birds. And when one bird gets ill, you have bad ill, you have to take it out, otherwise you get the rest of them ill. So I remember as a kid, my dad would take them in a brown paper bag, and he'd take them to the muffler of the car, and he'd put them to sleep, and then he'd roll up the bag and he'd put them in the freezer, and then you have to take it to the bird people so that they can figure out what the hell happened. So I'm not a stranger to that one. That's been one of most humane ways to put down your pet ever growing up that I remember. Is that or flush the fish down the toilet?
I guess if you're not trying to spread any diseases and all, that would be a good way to do it.
Well, I mean, you got to put the bird down.
We would just normally take them out back and whack their heads off.
Yeah, no, these are I'm talking about parakeets, cockatiels, cockatoos, finches. Expensive.
You're talking about that. You're talking chickens or geese.
No. I'm talking about exotic birds, bro. I'm talking about exotic birds. Like we had myna birds. We had a myna bird. We had a myna bird that used to get us kids in trouble all the time because we'd be at school and the damn myna bird would mimic the Atari. So mom would go thinking we're ditching school playing the damn Atari, and it's the myna bird. Boop, 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 pew, pew, pew. So yeah, we had all kinds of birds, man. We had this one bird. Her name was Big Bird. It was a blue and gold macaw parrot that stood probably 3 feet tall off the ground. This bird had a brain problem. Something wrong with this bird because from here down, naked, this bird would pull all its feathers out. Where it could reach its feathers, it would pull its feathers out. So imagine you just have the fluffy head of a parrot, and the rest of it looks like a plucked chicken. Yeah, bro. And this bird was in love with my mother. My mother was the only person that could put her hand in the cage, go near the cage, feed the bird, touch the bird, do anything with the bird, anything. Now, if you tried to interact with my mom in the presence of the bird would come after you. If you came in for the night and go, all right, mom, I'm going to bed, give you a hug and kiss, go to bed. You put your arms around my mom, the bird would come out the cage and try to tear you a new asshole. It was Psycho Bird, bro. Psycho Bird.
It kind of sounds like the bird that I found at the park one day when my daughters were younger and we lived in St. Cloud, Florida. Mm-hmm. We were at the park there at the lake, and we were having hamburgers and stuff, and this little bird out of nowhere. I mean, it's like a little little bitty parakeet type thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't but like 4 inches tall, just little bitty thing, and it comes out of nowhere and lands on my shoulder, and I almost pulled back and hit the thing because I mean I was real fresh out of the military and real jumpy, and I realized there was this bird on my shoulder, not somebody attacking me and stuff, and so we're sitting there, and I give the bird a French fry or two, and he eats it, and we were about to leave, so I shoo the thing off my shoulder, and we walk out and get in the truck, and I pull up to the stop sign and about to put into the road, and this bird flies in the truck, flies around the truck, and lands on my shoulder again. And I'm like, what the? And so I grab this bird off my shoulder and I throw it out the window and I take off. And I'm doing 30 miles an hour down the road. And this bird comes flying in my daughter's window on the passenger side, lands at the back of the car, looks around, and then flies up and lands on my shoulder. And I'm like, all right, let's just take the bird home and give it to my mom. So we go to my mom's house, and I'm like, here you go, Mom, have a bird. And she's like, okay, what's the bird's name? And when she tried to grab it, it tried to bite her. And I'm like, it's called LB. And she goes, what does LB stand for? Little bird? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, not really. It's a little bit. And, but we figured the bird would live for another couple years. She called me 3 years ago and goes, the bird is still alive. And it's like 18 years later.
A long time, bro. Birds live a long time. We have one like that. My dad was a maintenance worker at a golf course, right? Not a golf course, but an old person's golf community down in South Florida. And down in South Florida, we have these birds, little green parrots called Quakers. I've always called them Quaker birds. And every certain time of year, they come down here. You have Quaker bird season. And they get in all the trees and they make all this loud, screechy noise. Well,
I know what they are.
Yeah, they're little tiny green Quaker bird, little green parrots with gray noses. They're not like really well known for much, but here's what I'm going to tell you now. Dad's working one day and he gets a call from a security guard who's shitting his drawers. He's shitting his drawers because he's holding his radio, and on the antenna of the radio is this little green Quaker bird. And little green Quaker bird ain't going nowhere, and neither is the security guard who's shitting his pants right now. So my dad comes over. Again, we have birds. I mean, Big Bird is a psychopath bird, and my dad deals with it. So my dad walks over. He puts his fingers out like this, and the Quaker bird steps on my dad and goes on, puts him on his shoulder. And needless to say, the bird stayed there the rest of the work shift. So Dad's like, all right, I'm going to take him home. He brought him home and gave him to me. Well, the bird instantly fell in love with me. Thank goodness. In a week's time, I had this bird, this little Quaker parrot that's only known for squawking. I had him whistling 5 different songs, and he would say 4 different words.
Huh.
When I got off the school bus every day, because we had this big picture frame window, and that's where the bird sat, and he got to see outside all day. Mom believed that birds need to be, see everything outside. So he'd see the school bus come, turn the corner, and go down to the bus stop to let us come off, and then we come walking down the street. And my mom used to tell stories to that bird. Like, first it was the bus, and he'd start making certain noises and whistling certain things. But when he saw you coming down the street was when the talking started. Hello, I love you. Are you here? Hello, I'm here. I'm here. And my mom said it wouldn't stop till you got in the house. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
and that little bird, and it was messed up because he ended up dying in his sleep. He fell off
Oh,
the perch in the cage and broke his neck.
oh no.
Yeah, dude, it was an awesome little bird, man. I love that bird. My little
Well,
quick.
the reason we gave that little bird to my mom, her bird that she had before for several years uh, died from what we call an egg explosion. The the bird was laying an egg and it exploded and the bird died.
Oh wow, wow,
It was
that's
none
crazy.
of us had ever seen it before. It was like,
That's crazy. I've never even heard of anything like that. That's crazy.
what the hell? It was
I can't do
laying
no.
an egg and it just yeah.
No, I'm done with the whole bird thing. Like we go to the pet store and then yeah, I'll find one. If I find the right one, like it has to be the bird for me, not me looking for a bird. Um, because cockatiel or cockatoos. People buy cockatoos, the ones with the mohawks, the white ones.
Yeah.
People buy cockatoos and they have no flicking idea what they're getting themselves into. A
Oh
cock
yeah.
Number one, if you're a male, you need to buy a female. If you're a female, you need to buy a male. What that translates into is you better not have another female around that female bird, and you better not have another male around that male bird. That's number one. That's how birds work.
Yeah.
Um, Number two, with them cockatoos, if you do not constantly stimulate that bird on a regular all day basis, that bird will go ape shit and start screaming.
Oh yeah.
Bored, and people get him and they think, oh, it's a great pet. Yeah, he's so cool. Yeah, he's so cool. He's because he's in the pet store, and every 5 minutes somebody's playing with his ass. But when he's in your house and 2 days go past and the newness wears off, and he's sitting in the corner with his thumb up of his ass, he's going nuts because he needs stimulation. I've seen a
One
lot of people make those mistakes, dude. A lot of people over there.
one of our neighbors had one of them, and we never knew she had birds, and they were just real quiet and everything. Well, apparently they went on a vacation for 2 weeks or whatever, and he was supposed to come by and play with the bird and feed it and
Nobody
every
did.
day. Well, they came by and fed the bird, but they didn't play with the bird.
Mhm.
And about the second day, that bird started screaming. And
Yeah.
my dad was like, it sounds like the lady's dying over there.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't know that they had birds. And so it sounded like the lady screaming.
Oh yeah.
He called
No.
the cops, and the cops broke into her house. And
It
there's
was
a bird over there.
I got one for you, dude. I got a great one for you now. Big Bird. Going back to Big Bird, Big McCall, Blue and Gold McCall. Now she could talk. That bird could speak, and she would tell you specifically what she want. Well, she wouldn't tell you. She would call Mama. Mama, I'm a good girl. I want out, Mama. And Mama did. Now, Big Bird was so smart that bird cages have a bolt latch that slides, and that's how you lock the cage, especially when you get into the bigger birds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this bird learned how to undo 3 of them bastards, open the door, and get out. So then my dad moves to a clasp. Freaking bird learned how to take the clasp off, open the bolt, and get out. Okay. We finally ended up going to locking, climbing carabiners that the bird could figure out in order to keep her in her cage. Now, back to how she would talk. She'd tell you, Mama, I want an apple. Apple. And, you'd have to bring her the apple to shut her up. Well, we had our neighbor Joyce, which we called Aunt Joyce, and her and Big Bird didn't get along. They didn't like each other. No, not at all. To the point where, now mind you, this is the late 80s, okay? This woman comes in. It was a big perm hair job and all that stuff. She come in. She go, "Hey, Big Bird, you bitch!" The Big Bird was fuck at her, rah rah, because she didn't like her, and she'd always tell her, "Shut up, bitch! I'm trying to talk to your mother." But she was doing it lovingly, but still, they didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, my mom was like, "Joyce, don't do that. Don't do that." And she's like, "Don't do what?" She's like, "Don't cuss at the bird." She's like, "It's gonna come back to get you one day. Watch." And she's like, "Oh, fuck her, stupid bird. Da, da, da. She hates me. Whatever. That's just Big Bird, right?" Well, one day, we're all at the house. Joyce lives across the street. Big Bird's in the big picture window, like I tell you, next to the little bird. Joyce comes walking up the driveway, and clear as day, you could hear it a block from my house. Big Bird go, "Hello, bitch." My mother we all died laughing because it's one of them moments where you draw it like, she said, "What?" Yeah, bro. The bird finally got her. Yeah, man. Birds are amazing. Birds are amazing animals. They really, really are. Kyle, we gonna wrap up here, brother, because it's just me and you hanging out. I love you to death.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I would talk to the landowner though and start with little critters.
Okay.
Do rabbits and freaking squirrels. I mean, you can catch clean cooked squirrels and rabbits. Be careful about ones too close to the city and stuff. But
oh yeah, no, I got big fat country squirrels everywhere around here.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to get them. I want to take that air rifle and that nice new video scope thing I got, and go make a freaking squirrel video. But to be honest, I have never clean cooked a squirrel before, so I'm gonna have to YouTube how to clean one, and then I need to get good recipes on. I hear it's not hard. You just grab it and you rip you pull it like kind of like a rabbit. Grab and pull.
Really, if you want to keep the skin, what I would do if you want to keep the skin and all, hang him up. Get like some parachute cord and make a little knot on either end that'll cinch down on his wrist.
Yeah,
and then hang him up somewhere on a tree or something. Or I have a little pulley thing that I hang animals on.
Okay.
But start from the butt, work up to the chin, and clean him out, and you can pull the skin right off of him, and then get rid of all the nasties, and then clean up the meat, and you're good to go.
Yeah, because I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, I want to keep the hides of whatever I do with these guys. I do want to keep the hides. So,
you can see that I keep all mine.
yeah.
I've got
with a squirrel, do you have to tan the hide when I kill him, and then all that I have to tan the hide afterwards?
Well, there's different stages of tanning and all. Most of mine, I just flush them out as much as I can, and then I salt them, and then I rub them out, and that's pretty much as far as I'm taking most of mine right now.
Okay.
But
it's leaving the fur on it too, right?
Oh yeah, all my fur's on them. Not last year, but year before, I had a infestation of something in here and messed up several of my hides. I lost my 300-pound bear, my first one ever shot. Still real sad about that, and lost one of my deers, and part of my bobcat up there got messed up, but I'm keeping an eye on it and keeping it as clean as possible. Yeah. But I've got some stuff that is the tanning stuff, and as soon as I get a good hide, I'm going to do it out and tan them out and all. But I keep getting crappy hides, and I just practice with them, and can't do much with them because the hair's not that good anyways, and so. But as soon as I get a decent critter, I'm gonna take it all the way. But there's different ways of tanning them out. You can chemical tan it. You can old school brain tan. I mean, there's several different ways. But for now, all I would worry about is start with smaller animals and then work your way up to the bigger animals. The snares are gonna be hell for you, but if you practice on setting them, just don't worry about leaving it or anything. Just walk around the property or whatever and find a trail and practice setting it up on a trail. But once you get good enough, go and start finding coyote trails and setting them across the coyote trails. And a snare is really good for catching coyotes.
Yeah, that's the things I'm allowed to catch too is coyotes. And I hear, being out here at night, I take the dog out at night. I hear them off in the distance. We have a lot of coyotes, so I wouldn't mind that. That would, like you said, it's a matter of learning the snares.
Just the other day, I was out on the hills at midnight, calling coyotes walking down a road, checking out this guy's property, all by myself. I made a video of it. It was pretty funny, but you have to check it out. But yeah, I would start from there. And if your landowner will let you put traps around there, then you don't have to drive that far. And then you're getting your video content, you're getting a catch, clean, cook, but then the landowner is getting the benefit
of
of
not having to do some squirrels,
getting rid of some other stuff, and say, hey, I'll set some rat traps and stuff. And I mean, practice setting rat traps around. I mean, that's where I originally started, is gophers and rats. And then I started shooting rats in barns and stuff with my pellet rifle in the night sight. And then somebody said, well, you should start shooting coyotes. And I'm like, I'd love to do that. Got doing that. And then somebody got me, when I was in Florida, I was catching snakes. Moved out here and I heard about you could get trapper's license. And I'm like, hey, that's kind of my field. And so I checked it out. And within 2 weeks, I had my license. And within a month, I had my first job to go trap for this company. And I trapped for them for about a year, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
And so, but now I just take local jobs, and mostly like coyotes and beavers and bobcats and raccoons.
I do all that stuff here. I'm just gonna have to figure out how. Like, how do you do beaver with a snare? How do you do beaver with a, when you're limited?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to check, but look for beaver. Look into the clamshell trap. I actually have like 2 or 3 videos showing the clamshell.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna check and get back with you, because I've got you and like Trapper Jay and a couple other people that trap that for you guys really do it. So I'm gonna be on you guys to guide me and tell me and all that stuff. So
your legalities and my legalities are real close to the same. We both have to use live traps. I have to use grounded foot snares, not body snares.
Okay.
So like you can use just snares. So that means you can set it up so whatever their head run through it. I would have to set it up foot would snag into it, and it would
Gotcha.
hold.
Gotcha.
You have to set it up so if it you catch a deer or something like that, it won't be strong enough to hold it, and they can break free.
Okay.
Which you probably need to check too, because they have some stipulation. There's probably a place where you have to look and get more detailed on your rules and stuff. That's where I get lost.
Yeah. Yeah, and then again, I have to go by also to the management area. The 2 management areas that do allow it, I have to go by their regulations. So, you know,
Right.
that's going to be another thing. But like you said, I can start on my property just by getting landowner permission. And again, too, like I said, I want to start squirrel hunting since there's plenty of them. And I've got that pellet rifle that'll drop them with no problem. So why not?
Oh, yeah. And you got big gray squirrels out there. We don't have the big gray squirrels as much out. We have them in town, and everyone I've gotten has had nastiness, and I'm just nope, won't eat city animals. So
yeah, no, these bastards are eating acorns and everything else around in the yard.
Yeah,
you pull up and they haul butt up the trees, you know. So.
Oh yeah, I've got some that I feed out here, and the wife is. I'm like, there's a rabbit out here eating your flowers. Can I shoot it? Well, but it's eating your flowers.
I haven't seen any rabbits yet.
And then there'll be a squirrel out there just screaming, and the dog won't shut up. And I'm like, I'll take care of that squirrel for you. No, leave the squirrel alone. And so nowadays, all the animals around here, except the coyotes and the raccoons and the possums, are off limits to me. And I'm like, but honey, that means I gotta go somewhere else and do it.
Exactly.
So,
all right, brother. Well, I'm gonna run.
Alrighty. Thanks for letting me come up.
Anytime. You know, you're always welcome, dude. You're always welcome. But yeah, I'll be picking your brain more here as we get closer to January and actual season, and let you know what I find and what I don't find. So
yes, I would just double check on all your rules and regulations. That's first thing, because you don't want to have a trap set and then find out that it's something that you shouldn't have had, or caught something that you shouldn't have. Because it's like if we have a trap out and catch a cougar, then I got to call the game warden and say, hey, I was out here trapping and I got a cougar. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Let it go? Why don't you come out here and let it go?
You let it go, son.
I ain't letting it go.
Your tranquilizer gun, you knock his ass out, and then I'll let him go. I ain't touching it. I'll leave him right here, right now. I'll give you a pin where he is. You have a nice day, officer.
The only way I'm letting him go is I'm gonna grab this thing right here and
exactly. He's gonna go sleep.
He's gonna have a lead sleeping pill.
All right, brother.
See, something like that, I probably would do a heart lung shot, because if it's on a foothold and it's bouncing around, you can't get that perfect headshot without getting in the danger zone. Yeah. And if he's curled up in the perfect spot, then that heart lung
is easier to get to.
Is the quickest and fastest way, and to sew up a bullet hole. Now that's the other thing, is you got to remember what you're shooting. In the entrance holes gonna be nice and pretty, but what's the other side going to look like?
Yeah.
That's why I like my 22. Now I've got the 9mm AR pistol here. I think it'll do a pretty clean hole, but it also depends on the animal. Anything smaller than a raccoon, I start going to the pellet rifle.
Right.
And so, Vash Matrix.
Vash Matrix wants to know what caliber PCC is that. That's not.
Uh,
If you're talking about what he's got, that's not a PCC gun, buddy. That's a 9mm.
that's a 9mm.
He's asking. He's wondering if it's a pellet rifle, PCC gun. The ones that have the air tanks in them.
Oh no. This is a real one.
Yeah, that's a 9mm AR pistol. But thank you for asking. As far as what air guns I use, I shoot, and Coyote, somebody actually had the nerve to drop a comment criticizing about what I'm about to say. Okay, ready for this?
Huh.
I shoot a 177 caliber air rifle.
Yeah.
Now this man dropped the comment. No, it's not 177. It's .177 caliber or 5 point whatever millimeters in diameter is the and I'm like, really? A .177 caliber, or if you shoot a damn BB gun, you know what I'm talking about. It's 177 or 22. I don't say a .22 caliber rifle. I say a 22 caliber rifle. You don't say a .50 caliber big bore air rifle. You say a 50 caliber big bore air rifle.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it, bro. So I shoot 177s.
You and I have the same pellet rifle, and we have almost the same camera setup on them.
I have two different kinds now. Remember, I have the one with the TV screen, and I have the new one. So I have
I don't have the new one. I have the TV screen, but we both have the Gammo.
Oh yeah, I love the Gammo. I have two Gammos. I have the Gammo. I have a Gammo. It's the Gammo Whisper, which is an older model.
And yours is in 177, and mine is 22 caliber.
Well, no, I have the one that you see in all my videos is the Gammo Swarm Gen 2.
Yeah. Just like this one right here.
Hold it up. Up. Go. Yeah, go. Let me see where you put your finger through the stock. Yep. That's the one. Yep.
And it has the I can't remember if yours has it, but mine has
magazine.
The little mag.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, I love that gun.
This is a 22 caliber.
Yep. Now, see, I've never found a need to go up to the 22. I like,
and
for what I'm going to shoot at it, I put down big ass. You've seen in my videos, big ass iguanas.
Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the one. That's the clear vision.
And then you put the monitor right here.
Yep. And then you can clamp your IR head flashlight in front of that.
I actually have two of them now. One is mounted in my 22 caliber pellet, my 22 caliber pellet rifle. This one here, and then one is mounted on my 22 LR, and
they're awesome.
That way,
let me read you this comment. Vanish Matrix says, I meant pistol caliber carbine. My pellet rifle is too weak at 880 feet per second for anything but birds. Hey, 880 feet per second, I'll leave a whelp on somebody's ass. I'll tell you what. But
the ammo is 900 something, and I've dropped a coyote at 40 yards with it.
And them Gammo guns are badass. They're really badass. And the thing that I like about it is, like I said, before I had I've got them both over here against the wall, but I had the Whisper. And the thing that I didn't like about the Whisper is it was single shot reload. And I did buy a pellet pen to make reloading life so much simpler. You just put the pellet pen in and load. But even that got redundant. So I wanted something that carried more rounds than one. So I moved to the Gen 2. Now the Gen 2, that's a bad mamma jamma right there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what this one is.
Yeah, that's a bad mamma jamma right there. Now it is heavy. It is a heavy rifle.
Oh yeah,
I say that. My son cannot take the Gen 2 and shoot it unassisted. He has to, bench rail it in order to shoot it. Now, the Whisper, he can kind of shoulder shoot it. It's still a little heavy, but he can put off a round close enough to bullseye. You know what I'm saying? But that Gen 2 is on the heavy side. And when you add the damn scopes to it, it gets heavier too.
This year at hunting season, I was taking this pellet rifle, this 22 Gammo pellet rifle, and I was shooting clay pigeons at 100 yards away.
Oh, I bet.
Set them up on the hill, and on the days it was raining and stuff, and I couldn't get out hiking, and I had to just sit around camp, I'd sit in the camper and just sit there.
Yep.
Holy crap! I
had somebody comment on my videos, one of the videos with the Gammo of, don't you think you're shooting the target too close for that break barrel rifle? And I never replied to the comment to that, but the answer to that comment is, if you ever watch my videos, my target range is set up for my eyesight, not yours.
Yeah. True.
So it doesn't matter how far. If it's 50 yards, it's 50 yards. Because if I sight that rifle in at 50 yards, I'm not going to be that far off at 100.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows anything about sighting a rifle in knows that. I mean, obviously, I want to sight it in the further the better, but 50 yards to 100 yards is not going to be that much of a difference on a rifle scope. So anything sighted in at 50 or under 100 yards, which this is close to 100 yards out here. It just looks small on camera. Everything looks shrunk on the damn cameras. But the guy who commented that, I'm like thinking to myself, dude, it's a blind guy's target range. How are you going to say something like that? My range is set up so I can see it. That's the reality of it.
There's a pellet rifle out. God, I can't think of the name of it right now. All I can think is the Mark III.
I think
it's a PCC pellet rifle with the air tank.
Okay.
And and it's a bullpup design. I'll send you a picture of it as soon as I can find it here. But
yeah, man, I'm a big fan of air guns. I love them.
You have this like 30 round mag or 20 round mag or something that you put in the back of the stock area, basically, because it's a bullpup design.
Yeah.
And when you're shooting it, you don't even have to take your eye off the sight or anything to reload it. All you do is basically reach up with your trigger finger, pull the lever back, push it back forward, and then shoot.
Oh, wow.
And then pull it back, push it forward, and shoot. And these guys are doing 200 yards and dropping pigeons.
Yeah. Listen, man. Listen, I got a thing for you to watch.
They're shooting like 25 calibers.
If you haven't seen it already, have you ever heard of American Air Gunner?
Yep.
Okay. They're dropping game animals with air rifles.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but they're shooting like 50 cows and stuff.
Right. But still, bro, they're shooting freaking BB guns.
Oh, yeah.
Still a BB gun. I don't care how you want to call it. It's a BB gun. It's just a fast BB that's like this big.
Some states that is illegal to do. Some states it is not legal to do. So always check your rules and
regulations. Here's the thing, though. Here's what I always loved about a BB gun. And that's what I'm going to call them. Pellet guns, BB guns, not including airsoft. Airsoft now falls kind of into that category as well. When you want to train or you want to practice and your environment around you is either A, not allowing for you to properly firearms practice, or B, is too expensive for you to firearms practice.
Oh,
BB guns is one of, now they have the fucking blowback ones. You've seen these? Where the slide even go every time you shoot it, just like your handgun would. So you can literally buy a Glock 17 and a BB gun with a blowback feature and train with that and put your Glock 17 in your hand, and the only difference you're going to have to encounter is the actual blowback of the size of your round. And how fast you can put yourself back on target after that. Because a BB gun, obviously, you're not going to move. You sit there and plink, 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 plink. You put a 9 in there, you put a 45 in there, a 40 in there. Your hand's going to move every time you pull the trigger. It's just reality. So
when I go hunting and
are
stuff,
a great way to train. And you can train. They got AR-15s. They got damn shotguns now, Coyote, that shoot scatter rounds.
yeah.
I mean, it's freaking amazing, the technology of BB guns today.
This right here,
is short for pneumatic. I like American Air Gunner. Yeah, man, that's a great show. I love American Air Gunner.
This is the 6.5 Creedmoor, and I use it for deer, bear, cougar, elk season.
Yeah.
But off season, when I can't be shooting that for coyote and stuff, my little 22 with the cylinder on it, or the pellet rifle shooting rats and stuff,
Yeah.
it keeps me in practice all year round.
I'm gonna grab a beer and something else. I'll be right back. I gotta show you something.
But yeah, I shoot that all year round, the pellet rifle and the 22 to keep in practice. I can't remember that freaking pellet rifle. What caliber is your pellet gun that is shooting 880 FPS? That sounds like a 22 caliber.
No, 800. That's slow.
Yeah, but
you have right there is 1350 all day.
Well, mine shoots 960.
The Gammo, the Swarm that you have right there is 1350.
Nope, mine is.
Mine's faster than yours at the 177 because I'm shooting 1350 all day out of that one.
Because you're shooting a 177.
Oh, okay.
My other 177, it shoots 1300 FPS.
Okay, yeah, I'm at 1350. So,
but it's a Daisy. Okay.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Daisy. That's my first gun. You better watch your mouth, sir.
There's nothing wrong with Daisy for anybody under 12.
Shut up. I'll go shoot you. Oh, man, when I come see you, you better break out your Daisy. We're going to go to Walmart. We're going to go buy 2 Daisy Red Ryder BB guns, and we're going to go get some Paps blue ribbons, and we're going to put them out on the fence post, and me and you going to shoot it out. Watch. Wait till I come see you. We're going to go to Walmart and make a whole video about it. Watch. But look.
When we turned 12, the whole neighborhood got rid of their Daisies and bought Crossman 10-pump pellet rifles.
Well,
and
that's what I was going to show you right
when
here.
we were having pellet rifle war games,
I haven't done a review on it yet, but this
one time. Oh, that's the Black Hawk holster. I love that holster.
This one?
Yeah, I got that same holster.
This I had for my Ruger SR9C is what I used to carry it in. And then I was going to show you all this BB gun.
Well,
it's a Daisy.
I'm not trying to show my stuff off, but can you see that?
Yeah.
That's the same holster.
Yeah. And it's funny because it ironically fit the BB gun. I was going through my BB guns the other day, and I'm like, yeah, so I want to see which one fits. And I was like, oh, well, you know what? It fits. So, but the thing with these BB guns, guys, is this is only like $40. All right. Runs on CO2. CO2 goes in the bottom down here. And this particular one is a Daisy. You get 21 shots in the inboard magazine. But if you wanted to sit out there and practice, okay?
Just don't be telling me you're killing stuff with a CO2 pellet rifle or pellet gun.
Hey, look, this is a killer rat right here.
Maybe a rat or a mouse.
That's about it. Now,
Because after that first shot, your powers drop quite a bit.
dramatically. Well, no, you get 5 to 6 good shots, then you're done. Fresh out the bottle, you get 5 or 6. If you're going to shoot to kill something, you have 5 or 6 shots, and then the rest of it, forget it. You're just going to scare it away. But anyway, the thing I wanted to show you guys was, this is one style. This is obviously mimicked after a semi-automatic 1911 style. This is a Daisy power line. Let's see if it says anything else on it. .177 caliber. Okay, for all you pain in the ass people.
Technical people.
No, they're a pain in the ass. When you got to comment something like that, I mean, come on.
You have to be politically correct.
I don't have to be politically correct on my channel. Thank you very much. Society has to be politically correct on my channel. Thank you very much.
I'm never politically
So you have this type right here, which is semi-automatic.
You should see the video that I'm actually working on right now. I was filling up my new truck today with gas.
Coyote, this one right here takes me back to childhood. Are you ready? My very first BB handgun was a Crossman version of this.
Oh, wow.
This is the Umerix Broadaxe.
Oh.
This sucker has Picatinny on the bottom. It has Picatinny on the top.
Oh, damn.
It is obviously a CO2 gun. It is a 10-round magazine. To unload it, all you do is slide to slide.
Squeeze the trigger 10 times.
No, you don't have to pull the trigger. But yeah, so here you get 3 of these. Come with it. So all you got to do is load this up, put it in your pocket, and you got 30 rounds ready to go. Drop it in, single action, double action. Really cool, man. And it was only like $45. Again, not expensive. All metal. Then again, for me, the selling point was this was one of my first type guns, the Crossman version of this. Now, the older ones, they didn't have the Picatinny everywhere, and the old Crossman was modeled after the 44 Magnum, which this one obviously is modeled probably after a 357 or a 44 Magnum, but it just looked cooler, so I got this one instead. And then for this one, I just have your basic Walmart holster. Nothing fancy. Clips on my belt when I go out on the range. Makes the gun safe. That's all that matters. BB guns, man. I love them.
That one gun that I want, it's only $1,800.
Oh wait, we got some comments. Hold on a second. Vash says it's a point. It's a one. I screw that point shit, man. It's a 177 days. That it was. I don't mean. Yeah, that aggravates me, dude. Because this is just gonna mess my life up trying to be politically correct. So I'm not gonna do it. Good for birds, he said. I used it to take rabbit once and squirrel once. After that, I decided it wasn't enough for a ethical kill, and that's what we're saying. Because with any kind of blow gas gun that whether it's the PCP gun or PCP, yeah, all right, the gun's on PCP there, Coyote. Whether any type of air gun that you use, you have between 1 and 5, maybe 6 shots. After that, the drop-off rate is significant. Every shot that you shoot, the gun is going to be less and less and less. That's the downfall to those kind of guns. Now, me and Coyote, where we have the advantage with the Gammo Swarm, it is not a gas gun. It is a spring-powered gas gun. So the gases are built up and the spring is also part of what releases it. So we don't have to worry about every fire as a drop off, because as long as that spring remains under the same tension as it did the day you bought it, your gun is going to shoot whatever it says it's going to shoot. And that's another reason I bought it, because I don't have to worry about bottles or tanks or cartridges. You know what I mean?
That's the only thing that slows me from buying that other gun that I want. That I can't think of the name of it. All I can think is the Mark III.
Well, you know, if you buy a damn PCP gun, you're gonna have to buy a $500 air compressor to go pump the stupid thing up, because you're not old enough to sit there and go. You know what I mean?
You can buy this $150 freaking bicycle pump that you stand under. You kind of.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm not sure I can do that.
1,000 pumps, so you know it's 1,000 pumps to pump it to full from empty.
Or I could buy this little compressor and I could mount it in the back of my truck and just pull a hose out and.
Or the other option is you get a scuba tank and you have the scuba tank filled and you do it that way. But again, you're buying a PCP gun that are $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 guns. Then you have to buy. Let's just go.
The one I'm looking at is $1,800.
Okay, well, I mean, come on, Kyle. You didn't have to rub it in. But my point is, now here you have an $1,800 gun, smart Alec. Now you have to buy a $500-$600 air compressor. Just
you got to buy a scope for it too.
Well, you know, come on.
That's another $1,000.
You know, come on now. I just go rob one off my other rifles I ain't using.
I only have so many rifles, and every one of them got a scope.
No. My house, it's like,
and that's something people don't realize, and people really need to pay attention to it. When you put a scope on a gun, you cannot put a pellet gun scope on a rifle, and you cannot put a rifle scope on a pellet gun.
I did.
And you should not put a regular rifle scope or a pellet, or actually pellet gun scope is not so bad, but 22 calibers have a Pacific scope.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're getting me kicked the hell off of YouTube tonight with all this shit I'm putting in front of the camera. This is the Gamma Swarm that I told you about. Or no. Yeah. This is a single shot. Okay. I had to make sure I had the right one. This has my 50 millimeter sniper scope on it off of my 22 caliber rifle. It is a rifle scope on a pellet rifle, and it works great.
But it's made for a 22 caliber.
No, this is made for. When I bought this, you have two options that you can either mount it Picatinny style or you can mount it groove rail style. On the pellet guns, you obviously have the groove rail style mount.
Yeah.
So I just put the groove rail, the dovetails on here instead of the Picatinny tails.
But that scope, is that what scope is that?
TATSCAM, I want to say.
Is it rated for a rifle or for?
Yeah, no, it's a rifle scope. It's meant for a rifle. But when you said you can't take a rifle scope and put it on a BB gun,
you can. But what you'll end up doing is you'll destroy that scope, the internals, because a pellet rifle does not kick back. A pellet rifle kicks forward.
Okay.
Because of the spring. And so a rifle scope is made to absorb the shock of being kicked backwards. A pellet rifle scope is made to absorb the shock of a forward kick.
Okay.
So what you'll end up, it'll work good 4 or 5 years, but then all of a sudden you'll not be able to set it right. It won't turn. You won't ever hit your target. It's gonna be off site, and it just craps out on you.
Yeah.
And so I'm not one to have to go buy a scope every 5 years. I've got guns that my grandfather had,
Mm.
and the same scope that he bought is on it.
Yeah.
It's, and
Believe
and
me, I'm that way too because I got to get the
deer right there, that deer right there, that deer right there, that deer right over there. I shot with the 243 and the 30-06 that were both my granddaddy's and my dad, and now it's mine. And so, I mean, the scopes are originals. So, I mean, I buy shit. I
That
buy.
is too pricey for me. I just got an AER and was bummed that my state only has shotgun hunting. Gonna save for a 12 gauge next, I guess.
Why don't you get your
Remington
okay?
870.
Why don't you get a 12 gauge AR platform? They
You
have
could
them.
do that. Yeah.
If you like the AR that much, you can get a 12 gauge on an AR platform.
But if you're going to, but the problem with that, remember this 6.5 Creedmoor, I love it. If 1,800 yard shot, no big deal. But that thing is heavy as.
Yeah. That's another thing people don't think about when they want to go get a gun. Look, man, my new 308 that I bought, I purposely bought that gun because it wasn't super freaking heavy. It's bare bones basic with a good scope for me, and that's all I need. I don't need a freaking Ferrari to go deer hunting.
I
You know what I'm
almost want to start using the 30-06 and the 243 again because
because of the
they
weight difference.
weigh half as much as that.
And then you
But
gotta remember, here's the rifle, but now put 5 rounds in it. If you're going deer hunting, you know what I'm saying? Load your magazine, 5 rounds. That's another pound, 2 pounds right there.
now, see,
So-
some states you can only have like
3.
here. There's no limitation on like deer and elk hunting or coyote or whatever. But when you get into bird hunting, so like when you're using a shotgun, you can only put 3 rounds in it.
Yeah.
Now,
And for those guys out there,
when I was younger,
neat little trick. If you're in an area, right, and like all my shotguns, bare bones minimum hold 5 in a tube, minimum in a tube. Okay, 5 in a tube, 1 in the pipe, gives you a total of 6. All right. Now let's say I'm going to go hunt with coyote, and I have my shotgun, and we're now going to go hunting, and I can only take 3. Well, normally what they have for shotguns is called a plug. It's a piece of something, plastic, wood, metal, whatever, that you're going to shove into your tube in the replacement of however many rounds you need to plug. So in my case, I have 5 in the tube, 1 in the pipe. You're only allowed to carry 3. So that means I can put 3 in the pipe and leave 1 out of the chamber until it's time to go. So that means I have to plug for 2 rounds.
and something to remember about that is if your shotgun if you're shooting 2 3/4 or 3-inch, you use one certain plug. But if you're using 3.5-inch, you have to get a different plug because you can't get 3 rounds in with a regular plug.
Well, here, I'm going to teach you, your buddy Infantry is going to teach you the best trick in the world. You don't even have to go buy a plug. What you're going to do is you're going to look around on the ground and you're going to find a stick similar, could be smaller, but similar to the diameter of your shotgun round. If you have to take out, let's say 2 rounds, coyote, doesn't matter what rounds you're using because you're going to take the exact round you're going to go shoot, put 2 of them back to back, cut that stick, there's your plug. So if you're shooting 3-inch, you're measuring 3-inch because you're using the shells to make your plug. Then you just stick that little stick in there.
And in some states, you have to have a manufactured plug. You can't use just a stick. In Washington, you have to have it. It has to show that it is made for a 2 3/4 and 3-inch, or it's made for a 3.5-inch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've heard many.
So be careful about that. I mean, old school, yeah.
But here's the thing,
nowadays, they want to get you on anything it can.
Here's the thing, though. If you were to honestly walk up to if my case, we got popped by FWC, and you had nothing in your gun at all, or you had a plug stick, they're gonna give the guy with the plug stick versus the guy who didn't have anything. I can assure you of that, because at least you get out there. I mean, think about it. You're a hunter. You got to get your decoys. You got to get your blind. You got to get this. You got to get that. You forgot the plug.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like me saying to you, I went out on my boat and I forgot the butt plug for the boat. It's something you're gonna forget. You can on the spot, not saying it's right or wrong, but in a spot, you can make a plug stick. And if that game warden does stop you and you're honest and say, honestly, sir, I forgot mine at home, but I made a plug stick. There's only 3 rounds in this gun. It can't hold no more. The plug stick's in there. He's not gonna red flag you. I guarantee it. He might even commend you and go, "Oh shit, look, that's pretty neat."
That's why a lot of times they say it's up to the discretion of the officer.
Right. But again, you notice what I also said. You have to be honest and say, "Officer, out of all the shit today that I had to grab, I forgot my plug. So I made a plug stick. I assure you, you can't put more than 3 rounds in this gun." And he let him check it. Go ahead, boop boop. Oh, it won't fit because it's still in there.
Matrix asked a question. You have to get it's a dedicated upper and lower. I don't know what AR you have, but yeah.
12 gauge AR need a dedicated lower, or will it go on what I have?
No, you're gonna have to get a dedicated 12 gauge AR platform, because the AR that you have right now is chambered in whatever you have it for.
I worship.
And a 12 gauge is a
infantry. Infantry. It's Infantry Outdoors.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hi.
You gotta move your big head, Kyle. Hi, how are you?
All right, how are you doing?
We're doing good. Much
All right.
love from Florida.
He actually lives above my parents'
Okay.
No.
Wow.
Yep. How's Dingo doing?
One video
Oh, okay.
a while back.
Yeah.
Editing the pit bull video.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
How's Dingo doing?
He's doing good. He's sleeping, but
Yeah,
now that Mama came out here, he's awake. Sure.
Mine's over here passed out, laid out.
Yeah, I had a couple good pictures of him this year out hunting. The one picture, he was laying in bed and I was like, "Let's go hunt," and he looked up at me like, "Now let's just lay here for a little bit longer."
Hey, I got one for you, Coyote. My kids wanted to ask me. Skunk came up on our trapping list. And my son goes, "Dad, who the heck would want to trap a skunk?" You got any comments on that one?
When the customer calls you and says, "I have this odor under my porch. Can you come check it out?"
Okay.
You just start cringing.
I don't mean a nuisance trapping. I'm saying
You
why
just-
would the average normal person want to trap a skunk other than a
Well,
nuisance?
That kind of leads you into the pros and cons of trapping. Trapping is awesome because you put the trap out there, you go home, you enjoy the evening, you get grapes delivered to you. No, I'm not. I got grapes. But does it have seeds in these grapes?
No.
Okay, seedless grapes. Excellent.
Wow, you're really spoiled.
I got grapes.
You're really spoiled.
Alrighty. Oh, wow. Juicy grape. Anyways, but you come home. Now, whatever goes to my trap goes to my trap.
Right.
Well, right now I got coyote traps up there. I'm hoping to catch a coyote. Traps have been up there for 2 nights now. I'm trying to catch coyote, bobcat, or raccoon. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. Well, look at what I had in my trap today. Can you see that?
What is that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold still. What is that?
It's a crow.
Yeah, a bird.
I had a crow in
And a
my
bird.
trap.
Trap.
I woke up. I'm getting. I pulled up to my parking spot, and the trap is up the hill, just a couple hundred yards, and I could hear the birds just going crazy. I'm like, man, I hope there ain't no birds in my trap. That would bite. So I'm walking up there, and all the birds start flying away. But I hear this one still sitting there. I'm like, oh crap. And I get closer and closer, thinking he's gonna fly away. Come up around the corner, and there he is, looking at me like, "You fucker, you got me by the foot."
Get me out of here.
And I'm like,
I'm not. Do I look like a raccoon to you? I might be black, but I'm not a raccoon. All right, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do it.
right? So now I'm stuck with an animal that I don't want to really kill, and I don't want in my trap. So that's the bad side of trapping.
Yeah.
You
You get shit you don't
sometimes
want.
get what you get, and
Yeah,
sometimes
and
you don't get what you want to get.
But what would you do if you got a skunk? What would you do with it? I mean, obviously you're not eating it, and it probably stinks to high
can.
heaven. So what do you do with the hide? Because it's gonna
You
stink.
you no, no, not necessarily. If you dispatch it in the correct way, you will never smell anything.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Now I got them bastards all over the place up here. Like we drive past a dead skunk on the road daily.
Well,
Daily.
the pelts, some places you can make a decent on pelts. Depends what kind of skunk you get, though. We got spotted and striped skunks here,
Okay.
and spotted skunks are fairly rare. And so, if you get a decent one or enough of them, you can.
Yeah, I know about the glands there, Vash.
I've
And that's
actually
the other thing is the glands.
yeah, I've had pet skunks. I mean, you got to know that as a kid, we've had pet skunks where we had the glands removed and they can't spray. But if you have a skunk in a snare or in a trap and you approach, he's gonna spray. It's
Not
just
necessarily. It depends how you approach. If you approach so close and you realize, okay, I've got me a skunk in there, then you back off. Okay. Now, here we can use lethal injection or uh, whatever to dispatch our animals.
okay.
So we can use gas or whatever. So, if say it's in a snare, if you're good enough shot, a good enough headshot, and you'll
Just take
never
it far away, so
smell
you
nothing.
take it far enough away where he don't spray. Then, right?
Yeah, you 50 yards away, he's not gonna feel threatened by you. He's gonna be sitting there just chilling. But if it's a snare, it might most likely strangle him out. He might be dead by the time you get there.
Right.
Now the problem is that if you got it in a live trap, say you're setting out for raccoons.
Gotcha.
Now you come up and you have a rat skunk in a live trap.
Right.
Now,
For those that don't know what, like in my case, what a live trap is in my case, he's talking about is a little cage.
box trap. Yep.
It's a cage. It's a metal cage, maybe about 3 feet long by like a foot and a half wide by about a foot and a half tall. and has a trap door on one end and a foot pedal on the inside. The animal goes in, it trips the foot pedal via food, and the door closes, and then you're left with whatever the fuck is inside of that thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
And sometimes you set for raccoons and skunks are like, hey, I like that too. You get there and you're like, oh, I really didn't want you. So now you can't just, I mean, you could try to shoot through your cage and hit him, but most likely you're gonna mess up your cage.
But see, that's what I would do. That would be my logic on anything in the cage.
What you
shoot in the cage?
If you, I caught my first skunk. I've got a video of it. I actually went and bought me a full rain suit, a throwaway rain suit.
Coyote came out.
And I had it all up over my head. I had it all zipped up. I was tucked up. We were going into COM3 chemical warfare.
I'm telling you, bro, you got the black chemical gloves and the face mask.
I approached this thing real nice and slow. And I got solid doors. I don't have the cage, the wire mesh doors. I have the solid doors, so he can't see me on the door side. So I'm approaching with a tarp, and I just slowly put the tarp over the cage, and I wrap up the cage, and then I take him over and I dispatch him. He sprayed when I approached from the side, but once I got to the front, he never sprayed again.
Yeah.
But the one time he sprayed, he almost got me. I was like, oh yeah, he sprayed. Oh
yeah, no.
Yeah, he sprayed. He sprayed. And
here's the thing I got to say about a skunk. Okay, the smell of a skunk. From a distance, it's okay. At least to me, it's not horror. Like, I'm not gonna vomit just because I smell a skunk. It doesn't work that way. Believe it or not,
within 20 yards and they spray, it ain't no fun.
No, but listen though. What I'm saying is, like, if you smell a skunk and he's been in that area and you're driving by in your car, honest to God, my first thought is who's smoking weed. That's my first and honest to God thought on a skunk. And my wife and I moved up here. We're driving down the road. We're like, damn, either people smoke a lot of weed or there's some skunks around here. That's my honest to God first thought on it. Okay.
That's one reason I don't like trapping skunks anymore. I got pulled over the first time I caught the skunk. After I made that video, I was heading home.
Cars full of pot.
I got pulled over, and the cop said, "You know, you can't be. I know it's legal here in Washington, but you can't be driving down the road smoking that stuff." I said, "But sir, I'm not. I don't smoke it until I get home."
And it's funny because
I got a skunk in my trunk, and he goes, "Yeah, right." I said, "Dude, I'm a nuisance animal trapper. I can prove it to you." I walk him back there. I open up the hatch of my truck, and he goes, "Oh crap! You got 3 skunks back here. What the fuck?"
That's where, like where my wife didn't even know. She's like, well, so that's why they call weed skunk. I was like, yes, that's why certain kinds of weed is called skunk weed, because it smells like a skunk. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because at a distance, this is what I'm referencing to. At a distance, if the skunk has been in that area and you just happen to catch a whiff, that's what it smells like. If your ass gets sprayed with that, it is so strong. It's a whole different ball game. Like, that would make it could easily make me vomit. It is one of the most sour smells next to ammonia. Ammonia is the only other thing I could think of that is that sour, potent, knock your ass in the face. Cat piss is the only. I can't stand cat piss. Cat piss to me is a putrid, freaking liquid that
I
comes
think
out of
I'd rather smell cat piss than a fresh.
I don't know. They're close together. If like I said, if the skunk is at a distance, I just think somebody's getting high.
Yeah.
If it's cat piss, dude, that's cat piss. There's no denying cat piss. It's just nasty.
What was doing? The cop let me go,
Yeah.
and he sat there laughing his ass off as I drove off. I get to my next check trap, which is a weed shop, and the owner's outside, and her and I are sitting there talking. She goes, "Man, you got some good stuff." I said, "What do you mean?" Looks at me and goes, "Didn't you just come out of the store?" I said, "No, I just parked right there. My truck's right here." She goes, "Well, I smell some good weed around here." I said, "Oh no, ma'am, that's not weed. There's 3 skunks up in the back of that truck right now."
Car. That ain't pot.
He walks over and looks in the back of my truck with me and realizes there's 3 skunks back there. She's like, "You need to get the fuck out of here."
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm like, "It's good advertisement for you."
It's funny because as a South Florida resident, you know, you're a city boy for the better part of the word. You don't like my wife. She didn't realize that you call weed skunk because it smells like a skunk. Because swear to God, man, we're driving down the road and you think the car in front of you is blowing plume clouds because it smells like a field of pot. You just drove through it. No, it's a damn dead skunk you just drove past 2 miles ago. All right. And here's another thing, people. When you're driving down the road and you have your nice windows up and your AC's on and you do not have it on circulate, meaning it's bringing fresh air in, and you drive past a dead skunk, your damn car is going to stink for the next 5-7 miles. You're not getting it out of your car. It ain't going nowhere.
And if somebody really pisses you off, go to the sporting goods store, ask the lady where the skunk scent is, soak a cotton ball for 24 hours and shove it in the guy's AC during the winter time.
That's hard, bro. That's not nice.
I did that to somebody because he put a dead fish in the back of my car.
Nah.
So I
got to call quits, bro. It's getting late. At least
okay.
Out of the world. You're 4 hours behind me.
It's only 9:20.
Yeah, it's only 12:20. All right, 12:20, and I got to be up at early because the landlord's coming to fix the hot water heater. One thing, y'all, like I've learned from living on a well, in a year and a half, almost 2 years, I lived on a well, is that depending on your well, like our well is very alkaline because we live in Florida and the coral rock and everything, which translates into our water has a lot of calcium and a lot of shit in it. It doesn't hurt you and it's not bad for you. However, what it is bad for is anything it runs through. Examples: water filters clog up freaking quick. Faucets. That's one thing. You know your little where your water comes out of your faucet, the little round thing. That's something that clogs up to where I get no water comes out. Now, the only way
shower curtains and the shower walls start getting this white crusty
film. Right now, I have stainless steel in the kitchen. My stainless steel has turned change colors due to the hard water. I've had to literally, you can forget CLR, we don't even buy it no more. I just go to the store and I buy a gallon of fucking vinegar, and vinegar is the cure all for anything alkaline. You let it soak in vinegar for 5 minutes, wipe it off, it's brand new again. But it's gotten to the point where our hot water heater, your hot water heater has elements in it, and depending on where you live, your hot water heater will gain weight over years because all of that shit will adhere to your elements. Well, in my case, all of the calcium and all of the alkalinity is adhering to the elements, and the other day our water started to smell like eggs on the hot side. So I called the landlord. I'm like, "Hey, bro, we've been here a year and a half with no problems. All of a sudden now, this smells like eggs. like fresh egg, not like sulfur egg, like you just boiled hard boiled eggs on the pot. So I'm like, it's not horrible sulfur, but there's something wrong. So they got to come tomorrow and change the electrode or diode or something node in it. But hopefully get that smell out of here. But bro, I'm gonna run. It's been awesome. I love having you here. It's been a lot of fun.
We'll talk soon.
Yeah, and like I said, with the whole thing, we'll inform you guys as it goes. For those of you guys that are watching, thank you so much. Make sure you check out Coyote, aka the Rights Trapping, here on YouTube. Great channel. You guys will learn a lot, and support him because he's one of our veterans here, and he deserves our support. So go over and support him. Kyle, brother, I gotta run.
Can I say one quick thing? Matrix, if you're looking for guns, like shotguns, I personally particularly like the Remington 870. I've been to war.
Everybody loves a Remington 870. Who the hell would?
I've been to war with them back in.
What are you, a communist? You don't like a Remington 870? No.
But I mean, everybody's got their own preference, so don't just buy the first one somebody recommends. Go to a shooting range
and
say,
don't buy an AR.
All your shotguns.
Don't buy an AR platform because we suggested it either.
Yeah.
Here's the thing:
if you're gonna go hunting with it, don't buy the AR platform. Right. It's gonna be a nice gun.
Get a long
barrel. Hey, look at what I got! Look at what I got!
Yeah.
But when you're out in the woods hiking with that thing, you're gonna be like, "Why the hell did I buy this?"
Yeah. And here's the other thing:
it's gonna be camoed easy to carry, easy. You're gonna be in the bushes.
Quick. Here's the thing about a shotgun. Here's the best way I can sum up a shotgun to you. It's one of my favorite weapons in the world. Matter of fact, look, I carry a shotgun every day with me. That's my carry gun. I love shotguns. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you about a shotgun, boys and girls. A shotgun is the most versatile tool you could ever have in your toolbox. Okay? Versatile in a way it can do everything across the platform. It can hunt, kill, defend, everything across the platform in multiple calibers in multiple ways. However, with that said, everybody should have a hammer, i.e. shotgun, in your toolbox. But you should make sure that the hammer doesn't give you blisters when you swing it. You need to make sure that the hammer can hit the nail on the head instead of hitting your thumb. If you guys are following my little, quotes here. Shotguns are great, but you need to know, is it going to be a home defense shotgun? Do I want a pump action versus a semi-auto? Now, keep in mind that semi-autos only like certain rounds. Certain shotguns like certain rounds. So unless you find your certain round for your certain semi-automatic shotgun, you'll end up with jams. It's just a fact of life. Versus a pump action, that's a mechanical thing that never fails. I mean, you really have to fuck up to jam a pump action. But that also goes into what caliber or gauge do you want to shoot, because you don't necessarily need a 12 gauge. You can use a 10 gauge, 20 gauge. You can use a 16 gauge. You can use a 12 gauge. You can use the 410. I mean, this thing right here, that's a 3-inch 410 round right there. This will drop anything I need it to drop, whether it's game or you come through my front door. So it all comes down to personal preference with a shotgun. That's my honest opinion on it. Whether it's handheld, shoulder mount, double barrel, over, under, whatever it might be.
He said he's going to go with cheapest basic because it's only for hunting. And again, that's why I like the 870. It's very basic. It's very cheap, but it is very reliable. I've had mine snapped on the back and gone down 100-foot cliff, rolling and hitting trees, jumped up, and it still works.
If you're going to use it for hunting, and it's going to be a hunting gun, buy the long barrel. Make sure it doesn't have a short barrel. Okay, the longer the barrel, the more
And
accurate
buy
you
a
are.
short barrel for later.
Right, and also make sure that it has the ability to accept choke tubes, because
Yes.
you can choke your round for different applications, i.e., deer hunting versus waterfowl hunting. Um, and even in waterfowl hunting, you can get a short choke that's going to scatter early, or you can get, not to promote it, but ducks. Andrew Flair's company, they have a new long range waterfowl choke tube that's supposed to be really, really
I
good.
want one of
So,
those.
yeah. Again, I don't plug everybody, but I like Flair and I like them guys, and I like the stuff that they put out, so I can't knock it. And it puts a relative face to you guys as well. But shotguns, dude, I love them. Swear by them. I would have a whole fleet of them if I could afford them all.
But
But
when I go coyote hunting, I carry the 22 or the 9 mil AR with me, but then I have the shotgun with me, and in those incidences or like home protection, I put my short barrel on there.
right.
And that way I have quick swing radiuses.
Yep. And that's
And
if you're going to do it
and
for home defense, don't buy a hunting shotgun that has a 16-inch barrel, because you're going to be like swinging a damn 2x4 around your house, around corners. You want to
that's
get to
why I
the short.
love my 870. I have the 32-inch barrel, so when I go bird shoot,
Remington needs to
I'm
pay
about to
you
go
for
duck
tonight.
hunting next month or tomorrow or Sunday. I'm going duck hunting. I'm going to throw the long barrel on there. When I'm here at
Remington
home,
needs to
I
pay
put
you.
the short barrel on. I
Where's
love
the Kyle? Where's the affiliate link for Remington? We
I
got
don't
to
know,
drop it in
but
here right now.
Remington,
Yeah.
Remington and Coke, dude. Hook me up, Coke. I love Coke.
Oh man,
I
no,
love my
but real,
Remingtons too.
if you're gonna get a home shotgun, get a home shotgun. Now, I have a home shotgun, which is a 12 gauge. It's the one I mentioned before. It is a pump action, has a Picatinny rail on the top. The reason I bought this shotgun, and it is a shorter barrel, is I bought it for the Picatinny rail so I can put one of those rifle scopes that you've seen on there and easily turn my shotgun from a home defense gun into a hog gun. I go out
Yep.
hog hunting with it. Put a 12 gauge slug in there or some double out or triple out buck, and that hog is going to go down. If you don't go down, you just boom and hit him one more time. He's going to go down. But that was the reason I bought it, is because I could easily, like right now in the cabinet as it sits, cruiser ready with rounds in it, I have a all-in-one laser flashlight mounted to the Picatinny rail, because right now it's in home defense mode. We go out hog hunting, you just
Have you
easily
seen
go
this?
take this off.
Have you seen this ammo?
What is that? Federal. Oh, the Defender series. Yeah, that's what I have right here. That's this one right here, the PDX.
It's a 1 ounce slug
That's
with
this one right here.
3 double aught buck shots on the front of it.
Hold on, let me see. This is my. See, it's been in my gun for so long. It's the markings are wore off, but that's what it is right there. Look, get one out of the box. Look.
When I'm at home, I throw these on with my short barrel on, and then the 870 sitting over right here in the corner, and that's my fallback gun for the wife and everybody. But when I go hunting, I'll throw buckshot in there, or depending on what I'm hunting. I mean, if you're hunting turkey, you put turkey loads in there. If you're duck hunting, you put turkey loads.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying it's so
You
versatile.
can hunt deer, elk,
everything.
coyote. I mean, you can buy ammo for each animal.
Yep.
You can go duck hunting with.
Every time we go to Walmart, the only damn shotgun 12 gauge, 2 3/4 that we can find is number 7 target loads. You know, I'm trying to find a damn double aught buck. I'm trying to find like the useful stuff. I have tons of skeet shooting rounds. Like when I lived down south, you could go to Bass Pro and used to buy this giant box of like 500 rounds for $20, $30. I have tons of them. I don't need those, but that's all they seem to sell. I can't even find. I have turkey loads that I've had for 5 years that I still have because I haven't got my turkey yet.
Loads.
Yeah, I have 2 boxes of turkey loads I've had for 5 years that I've waited to go get my turkey.
I need some turkey loads, and I need some new coyote loads. I saw some the other day that I like, but you can't hardly find them anywhere in the store.
Now, those rounds you just had, the Federals, those are 12 gauge?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And they're only 2 3/4. I
Okay.
wish I could find them in 3-inch.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you now. You have 12 gauge. You said you have triple-aught buck with other stuff in it, right?
Yeah, it's
All
a 3 double-aught buck
Uh-huh.
with a 1-ounce slug behind them.
Okay.
It's all in one shot.
Okay. Now, in mine, which is a 410 3-inch, I have 32 BBs and 3 copper discs that come out of mine.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna slice and dice your ass. Yep. Yeah, it's called the PDX, Personal Defense Series from Winchester, I think it is. I believe it's Winchester. But yeah, they're really, really cool rounds.
Now,
Really
see,
cool.
I want one of those. There's your next video, dude.
What?
Shoot something with some of those rounds.
Okay. I could do that.
I want to see what it'll do. I paced off 20 yards and I shot one of these, and then I stood in front of the target to figure out where it would hit on a person.
Yeah.
One double-aught buck would have hit me in the shoulder. One double-aught buck would have hit me in the other shoulder. The 1-ounce slug would have hit me dead center in the chest. And the third double-aught buck would have hit me down there.
Down low. Yeah, I was gonna say down low. Shoulder to shoulder. Let me see if I can get into frame where everybody can context this. Shoulder to shoulder. Right there. Okay. Center mass. And you still have one more triple-aught buck. So you've got 1 buck, 2 buck. Come on, frame. There we go. 1 buck, 2 buck. Center mass is your slug. So the third one has to go low because of the spread. When a shotgun shoots, it spreads. There's a spread in the spray, and that's where we're talking about choke tubes, that you can control the spread or spray of a shotgun through choking it. I have shot these before, not like at a watermelon or anything, but at targets, and they're pretty neat. Again, like I've always told people,
I'm just wondering how the disc would fly.
They basically shred. I guess they flip or I don't know. I don't know, but I can do a test for you, make a video on it.
I would be afraid it would kind of fly out like a frisbee or something. Not much control.
Yeah, but think about when it hits.
Yeah, that when it hits, I mean, if you hit the target, yeah. But then the question is it a fly? How far will it fly straight enough to still hit your target?
You are correct on that, Vash. He says I use a 300 BLK. What is that? 300 blackout?
Yep.
Pistol? They have a 300 blackout pistol?
AR pistol, probably.
Oh. Here's my I'm going to read your comment and I'm going to tell you my thoughts about what you just said right here, the 300 blackout pistol and why. We'll go to that in a second. He says, I like the Mossberg Shockwave, but it seems more like a home defense than hunting. It is short. I don't think that it will take a choke.
No, that Shockwave is a home defense gun. 100%. Yeah. I want one. I want one. I want one. I want one. You heard me? I want one, Santa. I want a Shockwave. Actually, the next one that I want, believe it or not, is going to be from Bond Arms, and it's going to be the 410 45 Colt Derringer. That's the next one I want.
I want 3 of your pistols.
3? Jesus.
I want to give one to my eldest daughter and her husband for home protection. And then when my youngest, or actually I want to give one to my wife. And I want one.
Oh, and let me show you something. Here's the holster that I carry the Judge in, because I didn't have this last time to show you. Look what's on the side of it.
Hang on a minute. I'm on. Oh, That's cool.
Okay, so there's your 45 Colts, and I keep the 410s in there. Now you can mix and match. You can put a 45 Colt, a 410, a 45 Colt, a 410, a 45 Colt. I look at it this way. I got 5 410s in there. So that's, up close and get the hell out of my face. If I want to put a hole in your engine, I'll go to these. But back to the comment here from Vash with a 300.
See, with my wife, I would put a bunch of buckshot up in it, or like the Defenders.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put 5 more shotgun rounds in there. You can put the 45 Colts in there.
Because for her at home, that would be just perfect for her.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she learns to keep her arms out straight when she shoots it.
Oh, my wife is 5 foot nothing. When she shot that, she was 115 pounds, and once you shoot it and you get past the oh shit moment, it's not a big deal. It's not like it's going to hammer you in the face or anything. It will if you don't know what you're doing.
The first time my wife shot my Glock, I let her shoot the Glock 23 40 cal. She kept pulling it back, trying to get it closer. She said she couldn't see. I said, no, you got to keep your arm out straight. Otherwise, you're hit your head in the forehead.
Yep.
No, I can't see. I got to get close. I'm like, no. I kept.
Let me get to this comment here real quick, Coyote, about the 300 blackout pistol for home defense. Here's something that Vash, a lot of people don't think about. When you're in your home or in any home and someone breaks in and you go to your go-to friend and you go after the perpetrator, every time that you pull that trigger, you, sir, are responsible for everything that happens after you pull that trigger, including where that round goes that you missed 5 times and it went through the wall, went through the next wall, went to the neighbor's house, went into kid's bedroom and struck the kid. I'm a firm believer in I'll kill you with a 22. That's all I need. I'll kill you with my bare hands if I have to. I don't need a 50 cal Barrett for a home invasion. I need a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying?
That's why shotguns are great for home protection.
That's where I was going. And that's where shotguns are perfect for home invasion because I can now go get the target loads, the trap loads that I shoot skeets with.
Have you seen the new pistol loads still?
What's that?
Have you seen the new pistol loads?
Oh, they got all kinds of new stuff out now.
There's home protection rounds. You could I could sit right here in my garage and I could just plaster this wall.
And it won't do nothing. They'll fall apart.
And they would never go anywhere.
But the average person won't buy that. The average person won't do that.
Yeah.
That's why we go back to the shotguns being the best thing. Because again, you can put that number 7 or number 12 shot or bird shot, scatter shot in there. Hell, we had farmers as kids that put rock salt in them bitches.
Oh,
right? They would open it up, they'd take the BBs out, and they would fill it with rock salt and close it back up. And if you broke on their land, that's what they would shoot your ass with.
Been cow tipping?
Yeah, no. Mushroom picking. Because you got to get out of the fresh cow shit at a certain time of the morning. Yeah. Otherwise, you're not going to trip the right way. But yeah, I mean, again, when you pull that trigger with a 300 blackout, I live in a mobile home, not a mobile home, but a modular home or a trailer home or whatever you want to call them. I guarantee you that 300 blackout will go all the way through my house, all the way through my neighbor's house, and probably keep going to the next house until it hits something substantial. So if I miss the perpetrator, I have a chance of killing my children, killing someone else, and I'm not cool with that. Not cool with that at all.
An old friend of mine, he's not a friend of mine anymore. He's gone away now, but he had a 308, not a 308, a 380, pistol. And I gave him a hard time for having such a low gun. I'm like, dude, you're just a put somebody off with that little shit
for that. For that 'Cause 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 that '
he I get a call from somebody. He's about to go to jail. He was cleaning the gun, and
shit.
somehow or another misfired the thing.
It
It
went off.
went through his daughter's TV, through the wall, and he lives in a modular home also. Went through the neighbor's wall, went through the bedroom, went through the next wall, and embedded into her china cabinet. And the only reason it stopped is it hit a metal bracket or
a hinge or something.
hinge,
Yeah,
and it
And
stopped the
that's-
bullet.
And that's what a lot of people don't think about when they talk about home defense. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop them with this, and I'm gonna stop them with that. Okay, well, what if and when you miss?
The lady was sitting 10 feet on the other side of that china cabinet.
Oh shit. And that's the thing, guys. That's the
He-
thing.
he
You don't need a
Almost went to jail.
take down a burglar. You don't. You can do it with a 22. You can do it with a 12 gauge. You can do it with a freaking baseball bat, like I said. But that's just my thoughts. I mean, like I said, the shotgun is all around the tool to have. Everybody should have one.
And
You know
I
what
know
I'm saying?
we're closing up here, but I have to say one more thing.
Yeah, but
Congratulations, Kyle Rittenhouse.
oh yeah, good. Big ups on that. Big ups on that.
Sorry,
Big ups.
I know you don't get political, but
Now, the only thing that I will say is young man should not have ever been put in that situation or had that firearm in his hand. But I am glad to see the circumstances in life was present. You know what I'm saying?
he
yeah,
knew what he was doing the
right.
whole time.
Of course.
To be able to control his shots like he did, he knew when and when not to. He knew what he could do and what he could not do. He was completely legal in everything.
I got subs for now to mitigate over penetration. Want frangible.
Be careful with the frangible. Some states they're illegal.
I wouldn't go with a 22, but a good
Stay away from 22 and a 308
and a
or
hollow
380.
hollow 380. I'd go with a Mossberg Shockwave if I had the money. Again, you heard me say you can send me one for Christmas, Vash. All right, Mossberg. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. But let me explain that a 380 ain't nothing wrong with it. A 22 ain't nothing wrong with it. 9mm ain't nothing wrong with it. Again, the burglar don't give a damn what you shoot him with. At the end of the day, if you put him to the ground, that's all that matters. That's it. That's all that matters. It's like I tell people, the fish don't give a damn how expensive the rod and lure costs when you catch them. A burglar don't care how much you spent on your gun and your ammo when you shoot his ass.
Bullet placement.
Yep.
Practice your bullet placement. Practice your restraint.
And be aware of what happens to that bullet when it's doing. Kyle, that's what we've been, the whole thing we've been talking about here is be aware of when you pull that trigger, where is your bullet going? All right. And then now the 300 blackout. If I shoot, Kyle breaks into my house and I shoot Coyote, $100 against your bet says that bullet will go straight through Coyote and keep on going. Where does it go? That's on you. That's on you guys. So,
and if that bullet placement ain't great, then you're gonna have to send more.
Exactly.
And the more you send, the more
trouble you're gonna get because, well, not trouble you're gonna get. The more responsible you are for your actions. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's what we're gonna leave you for tonight because we put a whole lot in. Kyle's got me up to almost 1 a.m.
It's only 9:47.
It's only 9:47. Sure, Kyle. Yeah, only 9:47.
It is.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. See? Yeah. Look. You ready? We're gonna do the time warp. Let's do the time warp. It's almost 1 o'clock.
Well, Y'all have
All
a
right,
wonderful
friend.
night.
Awesome time with you as always, dude. And we'll definitely get up here and do it again. If I don't see you beforehand or talk to you beforehand, happy Thanksgiving to you and your wife. You and Dingo. You guys have a great one. And we'll talk real soon.
Yep.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Night.
All right, my friends, that is Coyote from the Rights Trap In. Thank you so much for being here tonight with us. Vash, I hope that you consider to subscribe to the channel and become part of the new family. We do broadcast live every Friday from 10 p.m. to you guys say when, or I call it quits at 1 o'clock in the morning. We do it both on YouTube and Facebook Live. So whichever platform you've watched tonight, thank you so much. And on behalf of myself and the team here at Infantry Outdoors, we love you. We thank you. And as always, I hope that this and all of my adventures inspires you to get outdoors. Till we meet again next Friday here at 10 p.m. here on the platform. I am the Infantry, the Blind Sniper. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Tonight's Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by Silver Connections Group, full digital marketing agency. Improve your social media standings, boost your Google rankings, or get a website for yourself or your business. Contact them today at silverconnectionsmobile.com. Water purification products, pure water at your fingertips, fully licensed and insured. Get your products, service, and full installation. Shop today at waterpurificationproducts.com.